And we're back, guys. Welcome back to the mining market signal. Let's jump straight into the fear and greed index, down to 18. The last couple of days since our last installment, we were back up in the 20s, right? 22, ranging in 22 for a couple of days, back up to 27. But we're back trending towards more extreme fear than the last couple of days. If you're not familiar with what the crypto fear and greed index tracks, basically it just helps understand what's going on based on sentiment across Twitter and Reddit, as well as the price action for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, but very heavily weighting Bitcoin specifically. And we are down to 18. This would be considered the extreme fear range, where we're not nowhere close to extreme greed. That would be the time to sell. In fact, in generally speaking, when others are fearful, is a really good time to be involved either in mining or in picking up cryptocurrencies at a discount, or what other people consider a discount, or in larger quantities if you already have a regular value buy or regular DCA in place. Again, is it financial advice? No, not at all. Do your own research and own your own choices. So that's the fear and greed index for today. In my mind, very good to see other people afraid. Let's go to what to mine, figure out what exactly we have by way of AMD cards, and we'll take out all the team green, go to the team red just for the 4 gig cards. We're at 12 cent power, 7 days for profitability, 7 days for the average difficulty for revenue, and Ethereum Classic now at the top of the list. Ether hashing a bit less rewarding, right? So Ethereum Classic top of the list. We don't even have Raven coin, we don't have Beam Hash, but kind of cool to see an Ethereum type or an EVM compatible coin at the top for 4 gig cards. Let's go over to 580, so we have the top of the line for Polaris cards, and we see that it's still Ethereum, but prices have gone down a little bit. Last time we checked in, it was almost $250 in profit per day on that 580. Now we're just under $2. Still, all things considered, that's not bad at all for cards that should already be probably totally retired. Vega 56, so we get the entry level of the Vega architecture, and now we're at $250 for that card. Radeon 7, which is technically the top of the line for the Vega architecture, and we're getting still almost $6 in profit per day. Not as high as before, but it is not free, right? We're still getting paid quite handsomely to just leave these old GPUs running and hashing Ethereum. Go with the 5600 XT and the 6700 XT. Calculate the bottom of the stack there, see how it does. Still Ethereum with an average of about $2 and what is that? $2 and almost 70 cents or 73 cents per card. Could be weighted more heavily towards the top of the end there. Go with the 5700 XT and the 6800 XT, calculate the profitability here, and still Ethereum, of course, but at almost 750 between those two cards, and weight that more heavily towards the 6800 XT on Team Green. Let's go with the X60 lineup, right? So the efficiency play, we'll go with the 1600, the 1060, the 2060, and the 3060. So none of the TI components there, none of the super components there. Calculate the profitability, and we're looking at between those 4 models, almost $7, weighted more heavily towards the 3000 series, the RTX cards, and that shows us that we're still profitable even with these budget options. Going with the top of the performance list, 1080 Ti, 2080 Ti, and the 3090. We're just going to put those 3 into the calculator and then realize that more than 1/3, almost 1/2 of the hash rate is going to go to the 3090 for this lineup, but still pretty exciting to see Ethereum at the top of the list there, but Firo not too far behind it. That's cool too. All right, what to mine shows us that we're still in the money for GPU mining. Like I always say, GPUs are a better investment in terms of just having something that can be used for yourself, resold into secondary markets, or just keep on hashing for years. Over to our portfolio on CoinGecko. Let's start with our GPU portfolio, and we see that our portfolio is shifted in favor of Mimblewimble coin going to the top. We still have a few that are green for our P&L, Ergo, Flux, and Ethereum Classic. Wow, who knew? But we did see Ethereum Classic as the top of the list for the 4 gig cards. So if you do have lower VRAM cards on your GPU lineup, then Ethereum Classic isn't a bad way to go there. Flux, guys, good job. Still keeping head above water, over $1,000 from the initial day that we put 1,000 into the portfolio. But our biggest losers are Zano, oof, ouch, it hurts. We're at below $700. Haven, didn't see that coming. BitTube, also under $800. Conceal, doing a little better, but not all that much. Kind of neck and neck with Firo and Swap, both. Conflux, Ryo Currency, still not over $900. And really, looks like Bitcoin has stayed pretty close to baseline, but so is Ethereum, maybe a little closer. And Ravencoin being the closest to the baseline $1,000 we put in that day, ranging sideways in the most flat fashion. Hard drive coins here. These are coins that can be earned either by offering proof of capacity or proof of time space, whatever it is you want to call it, proof of you having a hard drive that's contributing to their coin. maidsafe still top of the list, or rather I think maybe swapping with Burst right there. Burst is still over baseline, but not by much. Chia has come up. It was performing less well before, and Coin is still way down in the dumps, but not as bad as some of our biggest losers on the GPU mineable side. So interesting. I don't know what that means. I don't know if there's a little bit of a halo effect right now with how much love Chia is getting, or with how much action Burst is getting relative to the previous couple of years. Don't really know what's happening there, but it seems like in general these are just doing a little better. But just in terms of keeping their heads above water, maidsafe coin though, just so much farther ahead than the others, and I really don't know why. Maybe we'll need to do a breakout just on maidsafe coin. You guys tell me down in the comment section if you want me to take a closer look at some of the fundamentals, take a closer look at some of the price action history, the hash rates or the participation rates. I don't know. You tell me. That's our hard drive side of the portfolio. With CPUs, we're just tracking these 4 projects still. Looks like Monero is at the top, but that doesn't mean much. It's still below the $1,000 that we put in. Distant second is Raptorium. It is over $100 decreased. And then they're pretty close, all under 900, but over 800 for both for Raptorium, Veriscoin, and Monero. All reasonably well developed projects, all very, very responsive development teams. So they're doing, it looks like, really not much worse than the hard drive coins, but really not much better either, right? We've got a lot of stuff that's just kind of ranging sideways, and this may well just be because of the correlation between these coins and Bitcoin right now being down. So I don't know. And last but not least, I guess our ASICs. And the ASIC lineup, we got the portfolio loaded up with $1,000 a little bit after some of the other projects, but we still see a bit of a dump, right? Having put $1,000 in, we're still seeing all of these perform at about the same level as some of the other coins. Only a couple days separated in terms of adding it to the portfolio. That profit and loss is not much higher over here. However, at the top of that list is Horizon, and Horizon is the only one doing over the $1,000 we put into the portfolio. Kind of interesting. I didn't see that one coming either. Zcash a close second, which I didn't really expect. I thought the Zcash would be kind of left in the dust, and that we see something along the lines of Pirate Chain or Dash being closer to the top, but they're not. They are our biggest losers. Kind of a surprise to me as far as that goes. Litecoin, again, still on the list because it's still ASIC mineable, not because I think it's a particularly great investment. I'm almost confused as to why I didn't lose more than the other coins. Expect to see more of that in these kinds of markets, but we are in everyone's a genius territory, right? This is the everyone's a genius side of the market where you almost can't make a bad move by being involved in any coin, I guess. Here we are, Horizon top of that list. Way to go, guys. Really, way to go. More than one way to participate in the Horizon network, though, and so that could be why this is happening. The perception that operating mining facilities is a bit onerous, and maybe you have some stakeholders now who've opted into providing masternode services for Horizon. Who knows? All right, guys, that is our price roundup. That's our little mining market update. What did I miss? What should I add to this segment? I don't want to let this run too long, but do you feel like you're more informed as to what maybe you should mine with your hardware profile? Do you want me to start adding some ASICs and the cost currently to mine one full Bitcoin? I can add that if you'd like, but I'm not really sure who I'd be speaking to at that point. Let me know in the comments below, guys. Really appreciate you being here and being supportive of this new little segment. Again, help me craft it into something that's the most helpful for you. Appreciate you being here. Love your face. And remember, stay private and mind your biz. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. If you want to be notified of videos like this in the future, first off, click subscribe, press the bell icon. Additionally, you can sign up for the Mind Your Biz email newsletter. That'll give you exclusive access to certain freebies, notifications for deals within the cryptocurrency mining space, as well as some of our flash sales for merchandise, which you can buy with cryptocurrency. That's right. It's the only cryptocurrency merch that you can buy with cryptocurrency. We practice what we preach. As always, thank you so much for watching. You're the reason I make this media. I love your face, and I will see you in the next one.